Thank you all for joining us today. I wish you all happy Diwali. There are a lot of exciting developments in augmented reality recently. When I was in MIT, we used to explore and prototype some of the very early AR experiences. I cannot forget the fun in carrying that heavy backpack that was filled with computers and battery packs. These were research projects. But back then, I never thought that we would be bringing AR to everyone this soon. And also, of course, without the need of that backpack. Today, we can experience AR on our phones. And we know that tomorrow, that this will go beyond smartphones. At Samsung, we believe that augmented reality is the new way we are going to experience our world by combining the digital with the real, the bits and the atoms. AR is about bringing the power of connectivity and intelligence to everyday world. At Samsung, we have a long history of creating pioneering technologies that deliver new experiences and unlock new realities. And augmented reality is next. So I'm here today to talk about how we are making it happen. And let's start with the hardware. So Galaxy devices have redefined that what our cameras can do, the possibilities of mobile cameras, from ultra-high resolution to low-light performance, from underwater videos, 4K videos, to perfect selfies. And our Galaxy's dual-pixel sensors and advanced optics are just the first part of this AR experience. And this is just the beginning. The real magic happens when we apply the advances in machine learning and computer vision to move from recording the world to understanding it. Understanding the world will require two core ingredients. The first one, now our devices need to understand or recognize what's in front of them, the people, places, objects in the world. And the second, understanding of the space. Our devices need to track and orient relative to the real world. So we can now seamlessly blend 2D and 3D content on the real world. To address the first part, the recognition part, earlier this year we introduced Bixby Vision. With that, we are taking our first steps towards understanding the world, objects, scenes, text, and even the complex combinations of all of them at the same time. Bixby Vision is right there when you need it, seamlessly integrated in your camera app. So let me explain you how Bixby Vision works. It uses a hybrid deep learning system that runs on both on-device and in the cloud. This hybrid system has the power of on-device processing, but at the same time has the flexibility, scalability of the cloud. So now you have the speed and the most accurate results. This would bring new ways of understanding and acting on the world. So we can do things like translate any text directly from a photograph or identify a landmark. I can compare similar products online when I'm window shopping. This is going to be exciting. Now, when it comes to the second part, the second key ingredient, the special understanding part, we have partnered with Google to bring the power of ARCore to our Galaxy devices. And to tell you more, I want to invite my friend Clay from Google.
Thank you, Pranav. So I lead the teams at Google focused on virtual and augmented reality, and it's absolutely great to be here at SDC. I'm excited to tell you a little bit about what we've been up to with ARCore and what you're going to be able to do with it, including, of course, on Samsung's incredible smartphones. So we see augmented reality as a powerful way to bring the digital and the physical worlds together. By making use of the context around you, AR can place objects and information into the environment and make them seem like they're really there. And that has the potential to make our phones more powerful, more helpful, more intuitive by integrating computing more naturally with our surroundings. And so many things have come together to make this possible with the device we all carry around with us every day. It's really exciting to see. And that's why we created ARCore and launched a preview of it at the end of August. It's an augmented reality SDK that builds on everything we've learned at Google from our investment in Tango over the past several years. And ARCore enables three things to make AR possible on smartphones. The first is what we call motion tracking. That's understanding where the phone is in space relative to the world around it. Second is environmental understanding. And the idea there is you can detect feature points and planes and surfaces to put virtual objects on. And then finally, what we call lighting estimation. And that's to identify the intensity and character of the light in the environment so that virtual objects can match the real environment around it. Now, importantly, we've designed ARCore to run at a consistent level of performance so that as developers, you know that your app is going to run great wherever it is. It works in Java, in Unity, and Unreal, and you can actually download it and start experimenting with it today. Now, when ARCore comes out of preview later this year and launches, we're going to have it running on over 100 million devices. As a developer, these are huge audiences for you to reach, and many of them will be on Samsung devices. Now, if you want to get started, there are three categories of AR experiences that we think are especially promising in the next 12 months. I want to give you some ideas. The first are apps that make use of this unique positional tracking capability, where you can use 6 degrees of freedom and move through a three-dimensional space. And here's an example, an experiment built with ARCore, where you can guide a robot through a room by moving your phone to where you want it to drive and building a virtual racetrack on the floor. Second is placing 3D objects into the real world, blending the digital and the physical, like this AR tourist information signpost, which gives you helpful information when you're out exploring. And then third, using AR to help you better understand the real world, objects, scenes, and people. And in this example, this is an AR espresso training app where you hold your phone up to this very complicated espresso machine and it tells you how to make the perfect latte, step by step. Now, Samsung is one of our most important partners and is a huge part of our plans for AR. We're working closely together to create the best ARCore experiences on Samsung phones. And our preview of ARCore already runs beautifully on the Samsung Galaxy S8. And I'm excited to share that coming soon will be support for the S8 Plus and the Note 8 as well. We're excited about that. And we're also, of course, working with Samsung to enable ARCore on future devices, too. So what this means for you as developers is more and more of the best Android smartphones will run ARCore, and in time we see perhaps every phone being AR capable. And Samsung, partnered with Google, will lead the way on that. So with that, I'd like to turn it back over to Pranav. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Clay. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this partnership brings. I'm excited about the potential of augmented reality to change how we interact with the world. And even more excited to see what amazing things you, as the developers, will build on this platform for our millions of users. We have a great conference planned for you today and tomorrow, so please join us at many of our sessions led by Samsung and our partners. And for tomorrow's keynote, it's my exciting part, we have Ariana Huffington and Stan Lee joining us. We know that together we can create a truly open and connected world that is powered by our technologies and your imaginations. So I welcome you all again to SDC 2017. Thank you.
Thanks for attending day one of the Samsung Developer Conference, and we're just getting started. Tomorrow,